Yeah, Jamie, how you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just running and racing and happy to be home and excited
Yeah,
for
yeah, I see a tailwind
January.
behind you. I do, I do. I see a little bit of a tailwind behind you. Yeah,
Yeah,
everything
it's
about that's the way you should run into a new year is try and pack as many things in before January 1st.
yeah. Well, it's before January 1st of next year.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll go with
just
that. I'll even take that.
yeah, just super crazy times, but I mean that's how I like it, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just dealing with the aftermath of it all
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
and keeping everything moving. So,
Yeah, yeah, it
it's
is all
good.
moving, and I'm going to call this Confession Tuesday. I have more people mad at me than I have in such a long time, and I'm just relishing every little bit of it.
Uh-oh,
I
what'd
always
you
wanted to be the
do?
bad guy in a controversial kind of thing, and I think I'm doing it right now. So,
Uh-oh, what'd you do? Let's go. What'd you
well,
spill?
I kept telling people that I want to play the best and the toughest if we're going to do it all, and I hope to be able to play the Niners and then the Rams. And so everybody's going, "Stop it! They're no, we want to play the worst teams." I go, "No, I want to. If I'm going to win it, I want to win it all. I want to take the tough path, and so that when we hold the trophy up, if we get to hold the trophy up this year, that we deserve every little bit of it." And there are some very bad words being thrown my way for being right after this amazing weekend of football. So,
Well, good for you. Yeah, I came home and all this talk about playing the Niners, and I'm like, we just played the Niners. Why are we
that's
playing the
right.
Niners again?
Yeah,
But
yeah. I love, I mean, just the whole idea that the NFC West has three teams in the playoffs is just so ridiculous, and it shows how tough our division has been, specifically since we split with each of them. So each of us has one of our losses against each other, and so it's just, to me, it's prophetic if we're going to go through and do it one more time and tie a bow on it and that kind of stuff. And I loved that our quarterback after the Niners game, he made a beeline over to Brock Purdy, going, "We'll see you in 2 weeks." And how cool is that? We'll see you
wow,
again. I love everything about that kind of stuff. So
very cool. Yeah, well, so what that game is Saturday, yeah?
Saturday, 5 p.m. So all the plans that I thought I had are now changing. I think yesterday they changed the time four different times, back and forth and back. It was going to be the 1 o'clock game. No, the 5 o'clock. Oh, it's whatever. Just let me know.
Huh. I'll be there whatever time, and it's in Seattle.
Yep. Yeah, we play every game at home
Oh,
until the Super
wow.
Bowl, which is in San Francisco this year.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Wouldn't that be crazy? So I love everything about that. I love everything about being in the playoffs and how well our team and our coaches kept everything together. And let's just take it on. Let's just run fast and far into the woods and shake it all up right now.
Okay, so let me be an ignorant
Yes,
sports fan.
let's go there.
So, okay, Saturday, San Francisco and Seattle are
Yep,
playing in Seattle.
yep.
So, if Seattle wins, we're going forward and San Francisco's out.
Yeah, Sam. So if, as soon as you lose, you're done. And so the
Got it.
two NFC games that are being played this weekend is Seattle, San Francisco, and the Chicago Bears against the Rams. So
The
the,
Bears.
our Los Angeles Rams are heading to Soldier Field, and I want them to beat the Rams or beat the Bears, and then play us in 2 weeks right here in Seattle. So
Okay, and so then then that's who will play in two
if
weeks. Whomever wins that game will play them in 2 weeks.
Yeah, play them in 2 weeks, and then there's two AFC games that are going on at the same time, and whoever wins keeps winning. We meet them in the Super Bowl, and 2 weeks after that in San Francisco or outside Santa Clara.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
Well, it's getting serious now.
it is getting serious now. And to me, a lot of fun on this is my nephew is going to college down at Santa Clara. And he goes, I can see the stadium from my dorm. And he goes, the Hawks are playing the Super Bowl. I am there. He goes, I will volunteer to sweep seats in between bites of popcorn and get in one of those volunteer positions. So,
Oh, good for him because otherwise he's going to have to win the lottery to buy a ticket.
well, yeah, it's one quarter of his college expenses would
Oh
be
my
one Super
gosh.
Bowl ticket, and they do hire a bunch of the Santa Clara kids. So
That's
to
cool.
do parking lot this or whatever. So yeah,
Right on. Well,
yeah.
speaking of that, I saw an interesting story the other day. Maybe you saw this too. Um, Somebody shared it that the Seahawks are
Hmm.
hiring the homeless in downtown Seattle
Yeah,
to clean the stadium after the games, which I
yeah,
think is pretty
and
cool.
they feed them. They've been doing that for quite a while. They feed them and that kind of stuff. And one of the side benefits of this is some of the car break-ins during the games has gone down since they started doing that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
yep.
Well, that's it's just it's good for good for the Seahawks for, seeing that as an
Yeah.
opportunity
Yeah.
and putting that money right back into the community.
I got to tell you, I'd sweep the whole stadium for one of those King dogs back in the day, you know?
Sure. Yeah, that's really cool. Well, good. No, good times and yeah, anything for, to spend some extra time in the kingdom would have been amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, fun days.
Spent
Seems
my
like it
time
was
there for
yesterday.
sure.
Yeah.
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 Hey, you know what else I saw that was super cool and I shared it on the page earlier today.
Ah,
North Kitsap High School. I don't know if you saw this
I
story.
don't know.
They were they were doing Como News did this story,
Hmm.
and they North Kitsap kids, high school kids, were collecting money, and or they were asking for wishes. So the kids were making wishes, and
Okay.
so one of the kids made a wish for his friend. Like there's this Make a Wish commercial that you probably see it.
Yeah.
I'm yo, you wished for a prom. Yeah, I wished for a prom for you. And
Oh,
so I thought that, I mean, that's such a cute little commercial.
it is
But
it's a great commercial. Yeah.
so what these North Kitsap kids did was one of the boys wished for a prosthetic arm for one of his
Ah,
buddies.
see,
And so they and they're pulling it off. All the kids raised like $6,000
I
um
I gotta
from the
believe
students.
both on Bainbridge Island and in Paulsbo are two of the nation's best prosthetics builders.
Well, they're meeting with them and yeah, just
I
and
think
so the kid
that's
who
fabulous.
needed the arm, he's like, I had no idea that this was happening. So yeah, it was pretty cool. And so I just shared
Well,
Como did the story. I just shared the
yeah.
story um on the page earlier today. So go
Well,
take a
that
look
goes
at
right
it.
along with your list for Harriet and the Alive Shelter. Let's look around us and our community and different things as we stroll through this year, and think outside the box of, we're one Rolodex away from the next miracle, and um, goodness sakes, I used to, goodness sakes, I used to every St. Patty's Day, call it the Day of Possibilities. And I would invite out of my Rolodex the mayor, the local council people, and then the high ranking officials here in the military. And then a number of the local nonprofits and those that were in charge of Rotaries. and eagles and different places to come out for 2 hours before lunch started there at the Cloverleaf. And we just get this big, long uh, list of people and then open up our Rolodexes and look at something in the community that needed attention or something like that. And one of my favorite ones was the the Ronald Reagan's public affairs officer came in lieu of the captain because the captain wasn't sure what this was all about, and he was both the public affairs officer and the chaplain. Um, and he shows up and he's like, "What the heck's going on here?" And I got Patty Lynn, I got just a number of people and stuff. Um, and one of the things that was so difficult for the Ilehe Forest Preserve is getting enough wood chips to open up all the trails, 17 miles of trails. That's a lot of wood chips. And to me, the easiest answer would be the Asplund people that are trimming all the trees and stuff like that. And they just get rid of that. I mean, they got to find a place to dump it. And so the public affairs officer slash chaplain was from North Carolina, and he went to a church where his parents were the pastor, and one of the main families was the Asplund family.
Wow.
and and so he gets on his cell phone and makes the call because the local offices would just, we can't, we don't, and one of these kind of things. And all of a sudden it came through mom and dad and their little boy in the Navy out here in the Northwest, and let's help them out. And then they've had um, uh, trimmings ever since. And I used both the Reagan and the Stennis work teams to help take it from about 3 miles of trails to the 17 miles of trails.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
And so that was the day of possibilities. Yeah.
You know what? I love that. Do you still do that?
It's been a couple of years because I haven't been around on on that day, and then it just all stuff kind of slid and on my calendars and stuff. So, but
You
I'd
know
like to
what?
get back to doing that.
We need to restart that because
Yeah,
that's just amazing. and
yeah,
and what and I put out the YWCA list, and
yeah.
I posted it here, and I posted it on my page, and it's been shared dozens of times.
Right.
And and I've gotten messages from people who 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 say, like, somebody texted me a box, one of the things they needed, journals. So he texted
Yeah,
me and said, I have a box full of these journals, have them come and get them. and
yeah,
and then somebody else said, hey, I'm moving and I have kids bedding and sheets. And it's like, that's incredible. So
yeah.
it's, until we actually share what we know and what people need, and I need this, oh, I have somebody who has that. So
Oh,
it's, yeah, it's incredible what we can
yeah.
do
To
when
be able
we bring the
to
community
get the
together.
synergy of those types of things together, and where it's like, goodness sakes, you're actually helping them out. Um, unloading and helping the situation versus them actually having to do something. It's like, here they're actually doing the giving, but it's helping them more than the gift. So yeah,
Absolutely.
one of my other favorite ones way back when was the Key Club was looking for just an easy little project. And back when it was Harrison Medical Center and Scott Bosch was in charge, he was there one year. And he goes, there's always, a need for little stuffed animals for kids at the hospital
Mm.
that don't get visitors or for whatever reason. There's a number of different reasons and stuff. And then there's always seems to be a lot of stuffed animals left over at the hospital that people forget or for whatever reason. And you can't give something that's been used to another person. You don't want to transfer anything like that. And at the time, our friends at the animal shelter, they were looking for stuffed animals so that they're in each cage, each kennel for the pups. And so that's how that transfer went for a number of years.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's amazing when someone wants to give,
Yeah,
and if it can't be used for the purpose originally thought, let's find another way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And that was
amazing.
that was it. So again, day of possibilities. Well, let's bring that back this year.
Let's
How's
do
that
it.
sound?
I'm in 100%.
And anybody wants to come that's watching this, I'm going to say 9:30 at the Cloverleaf. We'll have a big long table. Bring your cell phone with your best Rolodex, and let's tackle something again.
9:30 p.m.
9:30 a.m. We're we're gonna have corned beef hash for breakfast. Some of us. I can't eat three meals there if I don't start early enough.
Yeah. All right.
And
I'm
St.
going to
Patty's
say,
Days is my favorite meal of the year. The corned beef and cabbage, the corned beef hash, the corned beef tacos, the empanada corned beef. Yeah, I'm all over the corned beef and tots. Oh my goodness sakes. Yeah.
all
Yeah.
right. Well, we're going to have to, I need to look at a calendar. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, but let's figure that out and then get a message out to folks. So,
Yeah.
all right. I
We'll
just,
chase it.
we're supposed to be, not adding more things to our calendars, but I'm 100% in for this. So,
Yeah.
this is
It's
cool.
it's it's a 2 hour commitment and you get corned beef. So some of us, that's the best day ever. And if you just want to have a hamburger, that's okay. I don't care.
I like
Some of us
hamburger.
are, yeah. I need to taste my great grandmother's corned beef and cabbage stuff. I live for that.
Wow. Not my thing. But speaking of St.
Yes.
Patrick's Day, so I just got back from New York. I was back there doing some things for meetings at a conference, a music
Yes.
conference. So it was pretty great. Our friends in Heart by Heart were there and performing. They were doing a showcase in front of a whole bunch of presenters, people all across the country who book bands. And
Nice.
so that was really fun to see them do that. And the
Yeah.
response was amazing. So, it's so quick. It's boom, 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 20 seconds on or 20 minutes on, you do your show and
Yeah.
boom, you're off and the next
I've
band
been
is on.
involved in many of those conferences.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
it was pretty crazy, but it was incredible. And they just blew it away. So they
That's
did
great.
Crazy on You, Barracuda, and Alone. I mean, the best
Oh,
heart songs. And
oh
so
my God.
but yeah, they blew the crowd away, which was really
Which
fantastic.
is what
So
they do. Which is how fun is that?
that is what they do. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so hanging out with them after and, just seeing all the people who came up and we're just loving on them. So that was really special for them. And then also, they didn't get to showcase, but two of the lads from Honor
Hmm.
were there. So we had a good time, went to a lot of conventions, went to a lot of sessions, learned a lot of things. Met some good people and made some good connections for them, and also finalized their East Coast tour for the US this year. Um,
Nice.
so it's all set. So they're starting in Boston. I'll share this too, but
Yeah.
share
Yeah.
this with anybody on the East Coast. So they're starting in Boston June 7th, going to Portland, Maine. They're playing at a theater in Manhattan, which is going to be amazing. Then they're
Yes.
going to Long Island and then Philadelphia. We're working on one more show. So, and then we have lockdown. I'm going to get you the exact dates, but
Good.
they are back here in Washington the first weekend of November.
Oh, I love it.
So
Love it. Love everything about that. Oh,
yeah, what
good.
was the same weekend that it would have been last year. That's when they're
Okay.
here. So the weekend after
Yeah.
Halloween. So
That's
um,
awesome. Get that
really excited
cyclical
about that.
calendar going. That's great, Jamie. That's what a great trip. What a great time.
Yeah, so that was fun. So we're going to lock down these shows. Just need to finalize a couple more details, and
Yeah.
then we'll tell you where they're going to be here in Washington State. Get your
And get you
tickets.
the links for the tickets and get
Yeah,
you there again. Oh, good.
yeah. So they just today they announced on their Facebook they passed 100,000 followers on their
Isn't
Facebook
that
page.
great?
It's pretty remarkable when we're sitting there, we're sitting there with artists from all around the world at this conference and they're dying to have 50,000 followers on their
Yeah.
Facebook pages.
Yeah.
So, these guys are just killing it. So I'm so proud of them.
Yeah.
And it it was a fun trip, and they're just doing such a great job.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of our good friends who also going to be at the Clearwater coming up here. And
That's right,
yeah,
March.
yeah, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to seeing them all there, and that'll be a phenomenal show.
Agreed. Always, always.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, happy Tuesday to you and
Happy
to
Tuesday
all
to
of you.
you. I
So
want everybody to click on the admiraltheater.org and get your Slater tickets, Andrew Slater, and that's coming up in 2 weeks. And we'll have them next week. Sorry about today, but it just crammed the timeline and stuff. And then put on your calendar Tuesday, March 17th, where Jamie and I will be live at the Cloverleaf for a day of possibilities. How's that sound?
I got to put that on my own calendar. So,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
March 17th.
I pulled up another calendar and it said that's Tuesday, the 17th of March is St. Patty's Day, which is our day. Tuesday, why not have the day of possibilities that day? So
Perfect. Love it.
let's do it.
Sounds good. Okay. Well, yeah, we need to come up with an invite list
Yes,
and some things that we need. So,
love it.
very good. Okay,
Well,
my
thank you for
friend.
playing
Well,
with me, friend. Welcome home. And I
absolutely.
look
Thank
forward
you.
to next week. More possibilities, more fun stuff, more positive stuff from Jamie and Chris. And love to all.
All right. See ya.